boxing talk from the whip. If you haven't already, man, check out the latest podcast on the GYGB SoundCloud page, soundcloud.com/GYGB. Did a little career look back at Miguel Cotto, and discuss a little bit of the fights over the weekend, particularly with Sergey Kovalev, Sullivan Barrera. But man, we got to talk about this, man. Oh my God. So the WBA has decided. Well, first and foremost, man, we have a great matchup. Obviously, next weekend consisted of Guillermo Rigondeaux and Vasily Lomachenko. A dream match. A fight that we are not going to have very likely in our lifetime, with 4 gold medals in that ring. And the amateur experience from both guys just being like out of this world. So, a week before this fight, the WBA decides that if Guillermo Rigondeaux, the current WBA 122-pound champion, who's going up 2 weight classes to fight for Lomachenko's WBO title, that if Rigondeaux loses, he also loses the WBA 122-pound title. So essentially, his title is on the line, but Lomachenko's not fighting for it. But if he loses, he loses the title. The WBA, man, out of all these organizations, I mean, all of them have their shit that I've had problems with. But this clearly, man, seems to me as if that they want that belt off of Rigondeaux. And whether it's been Top Rank, whether it's been, in this case, the WBA or the WBO in the past, these people don't want Rigondeaux to be their champion, man. Because I don't see how this at all affects him being the current WBA champion at 122 pounds. And I can give several examples of guys that went up in weight to fight for a title. Kelly Pavlik, he fought Bernard Hopkins at 170-pound catch weight. Was that title on the line? No. When Floyd Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya at 154 pounds when he was the current WBC champion, did he fight? Did he defend his title there? No. And Henry Armstrong, when he was a simultaneous featherweight, welterweight champion, did he defend both his titles when he was fighting in either division? No. He defended whatever title was on the line at that weight class. So, what kills me more than that is that they're doing this a week before the fight, man. It's not as if they negotiated the fight and said, listen, if you lose your title at your weight, and if you win, you can keep your title and decide if you want to fight at 130 or 122. Because that's the option Rigondeaux is being given at that point. That if he beats Lomachenko, he has to decide in 5 days if he's going to relinquish the 130 title or the 122 title. But again, man, I don't understand why the WBA is going out of their way to potentially strip Rigondeaux of his title and then give Flores, the guy that he knocked out in the first round, a vacant title shot. Like, that makes zero fucking sense to me. So, the WBA, they're up to their shit again, and it's just very unfortunate. And at this point, man, I haven't given a prediction for this fight. I was going to post it up actually this week, but I kind of want Rigondeaux to win, to shove it up the WBA's ass and say, fuck you, man. And I would even go as far as to say, man, if he beat Lomachenko, I'd be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I'm out. I beat your fucking guy. And I like Lomachenko, don't get me wrong, and I don't think it should be aimed at him, but the WBA are a bunch of fucking crooks, man. I see no reason as to why they would be doing this. More than them simply not wanting Rigondeaux to be their champion. Case in point. And for that, just strip him of the title now. Like, you might as well just do it now. Like, why are you going to go about, keeping the title on him if he beats, because granted, he beats Lomachenko. Yeah, you want to have him be your champion now, but that's such bullshit. That's such bullshit. And he went onto Twitter and he made the comment of, I bet you this one happened to Canelo. I bet you this one happened to Floyd Mayweather or Anthony Joshua or any of these high-profile champions. And you know what? He's right, man. That would not happen to any of those guys. But it further lets you know, man, that boxing has always been about the dollar signs, man. And that's why there's always been that battle between a competitive sport and politics. And to this day, man, it still causes problems. Even though, like, this year we've seen some awesome matchups, and this is like the cherry on top. This fight is the cherry on top. And the fact that the WBA now is putting through this bullshit clause, like, it, not that it taints the fight for me. I'm still gonna watch the fight, but I just think it's a bunch of bullshit on the part of the WBA. There's no reason at all why they should be doing this, man. So that's just my rant, man. I mean, I'm like, it's really genuinely pissed me off because Guillermo Rigondeaux, man, has been a guy that he's been here before. He went in there with the company's top guy in the weight class, meaning Donaire. He wiped the floor with them, and it culminated in him getting, him leaving the company. Like, it did him no good. So that's the thing that worries me about this fight with Rigondeaux, man. Like, I feel as if he has to pitch a shutout to get a split decision, if at that, Now, again, I'm going to give my prediction on the fight itself because, I mean, the politics and the way I see the fight happening can be two different things. But that being said, man, fuck the WBA, and they need to get their fucking shit together because I hate to see this happen to any other fighter that's trying to make a name, that's trying to get a big win that you would hope would propel them. But when shit like this happens, man, it just puts a sour taste in your mouth. So that's my rant. So any case, yo, we had our Miguel Cotto special that is now on SoundCloud and iTunes. Myself and Coltrane, just did a career look back at, this era's Puerto Rican representative, and without a doubt, one of the best fighters of this era, Miguel Cotto, having his final fight this Saturday at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, against Saddam Ali. So get a chance to listen to it. SoundCloud.com/GYGB, and then you can go onto iTunes and just search for us and listen to all of our shows. Follow us on Facebook, Facebook.com/GYGBoxing, as well as Instagram @GuardYourGrillBoxing, man. So until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.